Right then, let's do the solution to this one. What we're looking to do here is, if I am touching oil slick 1, then I am going to turn 36 degrees. I'm going to repeat that 10 times. But I need to be asking that question constantly whilst the game is being played. So it's plugged inside there, and then the forever gets plugged in there. I'm just going to leave the wait command. Being out there means that it's not going to, in fact, actually, let's just drop it there. I can leave it there, I can get rid of it. It doesn't make any difference, but we'll just chuck it out the way not to complicate things. So now let's press the green flag, and I'll go for and hit that oil slick. And what you're going to see is that, if we go round here, I'll just try and catch it. There we go. It's spinning like crazy as it goes through the oil slick, and maybe that was a bit, oh goodness me, that took forever, didn't it? That was a bit silly. I wonder if we could have used a little wait command there. What about if we plug it in there? Maybe let's make it do it on, I don't know, 0.1. Let's see if that works a little bit better. We'll press the green flag. It's annoying, isn't it? Got to get the car all the way around before we do it. Now let's see if that spins a little bit better. Oh dear, that's a complete mess, isn't it? The reason for that is it turns 36 degrees and then it waited 0.1 of a second, but it's all constantly moving all the time. So that doesn't really work very well. So what about if we put the wait 0.1 after it's spun? In fact, why don't I make that 1 second and see what happens? So the wait can't be inside the loop, but can it be outside the loop? Shall we find out? Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Maybe waiting 0.5 it would spin 4 times. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. You could, of course, have done it inside. I'm going to kind of, what I'll do is I'm just going to, in fact, we'll leave this here. I'm going to show you another little technique here. Let's take this and we'll just duplicate this. I'm just going to pop that down there. I'm going to glue that one back in there. I'm just going to break that apart, by the way, so that this section of command now doesn't run. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this into here and do another if then else. So instead of doing that, I'll pop that one there. We'll put that there. And we'll move the 1 step there. So we'll just do it slightly differently and put that in there. This isn't going to work, by the way. I'll explain why. So instead of, I'm not doing this anymore because I've broken that apart, so this doesn't work. So now I'm going to be doing this. If I touch green, if I touch red, if I'm touching the oil slick, and then we'll do that. But watch what happens when we do hit this oil slick. It's exciting, isn't it? You see, the problem with that is it never ever gets past the oil slick, because what happens is the command is running through it so many times, and it says, are you touching the oil slick? Yes I am. Then turn and wait. And then it loops back through, and it never actually manages to reach this point. It's kind of stuck in this if part. Let's break it apart. It gets stuck in here. So that's why I tend to say, in this particular example, maybe it's better off actually having this as a separate command rather than trying to involve it in here. So I'm just going to move that 1 step and put that in there. Okay, and we'll drop those over there, so that's gone. So now we've got something that works just fine. I probably would run with 0.5 there to make it spin more than just the once. It's different ways of handling it. You know, you may have come up with slightly different solutions. That's fine. At the end of the day, we have an oil slick that when you hit it, your car spins round. And that's great.